Hey guys, it's Ballsy Fast here. Coming at you with a little gun review and a topic that I want to hit on. So it's a couple of things in this. Just kind of bear with me. If I start sounding long-winded, let me know. I probably will. I usually do. And I suffer hardcore from that factor, so you'll hear me say about 300 times. But anyhow, this is on a shotgun. I know it looks like a pistol, but that's a shotgun. That is a Cobray 410 double barrel shotgun with 11-inch barrel. It shoots 3-inch 410, 2.5-inch 410, pretty much any 410, and it also shoots 454 Casull. A lot of people ask me about the action of this gun. We'll show it to you real quick. It does weigh about 30 ounces. It is double barrel. It is made in Ducktown, Tennessee. Looks like a pirate gun built by a redneck, and that's probably what it is. But anyhow, not saying Ducktown, Tennessee is full of rednecks. I'm from Allendale, South Carolina, and was raised mostly in Georgia. So here we go. It is a hammer-operated gun with a little bitty firing pin that's about 1/2 inch long. But anyhow, moving on. Alright, to fire this weapon, you pull the hammer back like so, and a little trigger, cheapy little trigger design, you pull it and trigger fires. To go from one barrel to another, there's a little selector switch here. If you point it left, it'll shoot the right barrel. You point it right, it shoots the left barrel. And there it is. And as you can see, it just goes left and right. Pretty easy to use. To open the barrels, you have to engage the safety. And to engage the safety, you have to draw the hammer back about 1/4 inch, and then press the safety up, which is on this side, this little square button right here. Oh, I pulled the hammer back too far. And as you can see, it keeps the hammer back a little bit, so that way it will not hit or strike the firing pin. And then you push this button and this button, you just pull them back, and the barrels just fall right open. There you go. A little dirty because I shot it some today. Okay, moving on to the review. This gun sucks to shoot. It is not a fun shooter. It is a cool looking gun, cool for collection. My friend has the smaller version, and he keeps it in his truck, and I have no problem with that. I think that's actually a pretty cool idea. For a car that you just want to leave in your vehicle, leave it loaded and ready to go, that is a good gun. The reason I say that is because it's only about $170, $180 gun. And I found them used at a couple of gun shows I've gone to for $115. You can't beat that. That is a good self-defense gun for your truck. Now, you can buy high points or whatnot, but sometimes people want to be a little different. And I mean, what guy doesn't want a double barrel shotgun in their truck for self-defense? That's awesome. Not referencing to rednecks, but I think that's cool. I'd be down for it. Personally, I keep a Glock 10mm in my car, but if you can't afford, you know, a $500, $600, $700, $800 gun, this is a good way to go. You don't have volume. You only have 2 shots, and it takes forever to load it. I mean, we'll say right now you have it ready to go. So you fire, bang, pull this back, switch, fire again, bang. You've got to pull this back, open this or press the safety in, open the barrel, drop the rounds out, lock it back in, depress the safety, pull the hammer back. It's a lot of work to do if you're in a self-defense position, especially if you're being accosted by more than one person. So I would not recommend that. Shooting 454 Casull out this gun hurts so bad. Shooting the 3-inch Magnum rounds kind of sucks too. You can actually reference that video to my 410 Cobray shooting out with a friend of mine, and then www.youtube.com or /Ricky Hayes. I'll try to put that in my subscription, or sorry, my description. Excuse me, it's been a long night. under the video, and you can reference his video. He comes out here and he shoots it, and he's an avid gun lover just as much as I do. Goes Second Amendment right, but he actually didn't like shooting it either. He yelled every time he shot it, and you can hear me laughing the whole time. But moving on, I believe if this is the only gun you can afford to keep in your truck, do so, because you can shoot 2, 4, 6 rounds without becoming a problem. It's when you get 8, 10, 12, 20 rounds that it becomes a problem. I've shot 20 rounds through this, and then my hand was numb for about 6 hours. It kicks hard. And you can one-hand it. It's not that hard to one-hand it. It just hurts in the palm of your hand. For some reason, it hurts right here. Right where this, you hold this. And I would recommend to fire it either with your middle finger and keep this finger here, or fire it with your index finger and keep your middle finger low. Because if you keep it up here, this hits and it takes chunks out of your finger. As long as you can figure out a way to shoot it, it's actually not a bad gun. Moving on, it's kind of a topic I want to hit on. Like I said, having a truck gun. I believe in our Second Amendment right. I believe that we should have the right to protect our family. And prior to me going in the military, and I'm not one of these guys who's like, oh, I was pre-military so it makes me a badass. I was a combat controller in the United States Air Force. Pretty hardcore stuff, but do I think it makes me some kind of badass? No. Nope, I believe it was an experience that I liked, I enjoyed, I learned from it, and then when it was up, I got out. That was pretty much it. I wanted to go career. I kind of knocked myself for not going career, but one thing led to another, and I ended up not going career. Didn't get a dishonorable discharge or anything. I just finished up my contract and got out. But before that, I was actually scared of guns. Thanks to the military, they trained me how to use and fire a weapon safely. So I learned that a gun is actually just as safe as a fork or a spoon or a butter knife, as long as it's in the right hands. So anybody out there who can get the right training, and they have courses all over the place. I know of free places around where I live that actually teach you gun safety, teach you how to fire a weapon. They kind of do that in your CCW classes, which I advise anybody with a firearm to get, because you don't want to be in a situation that you get accosted or your family gets accosted and you can't protect them. And that was the thing. I thought for the longest time I could protect my family. And then I realized putting bigger locks on the doors and getting different windows in my house isn't going to do anything unless I want to dump thousands of dollars in 3-inch thick plexiglass windows and thousands of dollars in titanium reinforced doors. I mean, if somebody wants to get in your house, they're going to get into your house. There's really nothing you can do about it. So, moving on from there. I totally am a book reader, and I read this book, and I can't find it now, but there was a quote in there that I actually had written down that I thought hit home. It is one of the most amazing things that I've heard in any book, which is crazy because I read a lot, but here's the quote. And this is for all the people out there who don't believe in the Second Amendment right and don't believe we should have the right to carry our gun, that believe make love, not war. Here you go. A citizen who shirks his duty to contribute to the security of his community is little better than the criminal who threatens it. Let me say that one more time out there, just so you guys can hear that. One more time. A citizen who shirks his duty to contribute to the security of his community is little better than the criminal who threatens it. Wow, does that hit home? That drives home. That is, I couldn't say that any clearer. I mean, that is an amazing statement. Because, think about this for a minute. I talked to a census officer who told me this, that crime rate, according to paperwork, has gone down, but it actually has not. It's just prosecutors go after the bigger charge. So if somebody comes to your car, bashes your window in, punches you in the face, throws you out of your car, and runs off with it with your family in the car, what do you think happens? Well, as long as they don't hurt your family, they drop them off somewhere, they'll get kidnapping and grand theft auto. They will not get an assault charge. Oh, pretty neat, huh? Or if they murder your family, they don't get an assault charge. They get a murder charge. So the assault charges have kind of gone back a little bit. You see a lot of stuff now where people get in fights in bars. They don't get assault anymore. They get, what is the word I'm looking for? Unruly, I don't know. I can't remember what all he had talked to me about. And then you get people who break into your house. You wake up and they bash you in the head and leave. They get, aggravated trespassing, and they'll find a way to plea bargain out of that assault charge, and that's how it works. In 1998, it was 450 people out of 100,000 that were getting assaulted. Now, it's about 950, over double what it was in 1998. That means 1 in 10 people are getting assaulted. Protect your family, guys. I don't know how to. I mean, a lot of guys out there have a big head on their shoulders. They're like, oh, I don't need a gun, dude. I got these fists. I'll knock somebody out. Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to feel pretty bad when somebody walks in with a little Derringer 22 and puts you down with it, thinking you're going to kick their ass because you're a tough guy, and you just got beat up by a little 22 caliber pistol. Wow. You're a tough guy now, right? Here's how that works, guys. I believe that in our Second Amendment right, that everybody should have the obligation, I said that right, the obligation. Your obligation is to defend your family, defend your community. What happens if you live in a neighborhood and a riot breaks out, a gang riot, and they're taking out civilians? I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Do you go out there and try to fight 150 people? No, and I'm not saying go out there with a gun and start shooting everybody. I'm not saying that. But let your presence be known. Let them know that you have a firearm and that you'll do what you can to protect your community. 9 times out of 10, they're going to back down. I've actually had a personal experience in the flats in Cleveland, like I told you what happened. If he would have been carrying a gun, even the officer who came and talked to me and got my statement said that he should have been carrying a gun. He had a CCW, just didn't have his gun on him. Why get a CCW if you're not going to keep your gun on you, guys? If you get a CCW, gun on you every day. I don't care if you're going out to put trash in your garbage can. Keep it on you. You never know when somebody's waiting on you. And that's the thing. Criminals will wait at the right time. They'll watch you. What if they find out you carry a gun? They're going to watch you closely, see if you have a gun on you. Keep it on you all the time. If they're watching you and you always keep a gun on you, then they're not going to mess with you. So, that's all I got to say about my Second Amendment right. That's all I got to say about everybody out there that needs to protect themselves. I wish I had more time to talk about it. I really don't. I know I could do another part, but I'm kind of strict on time here. I'll try to. I've already done a review on the sub 2000 9mm, and I had done a lot of work on it, but I'm going to do another review here soon on the sub 2000 40 cal, and there is a little bit of a difference between the two guns. It's cosmetically not, but how they shoot and the ballistics there is a difference. But that's it for right now, guys. Feel free to comment, subscribe, like my videos, please. The more I get coming in, the more videos I'll come out with. I have tons of guns to do reviews on and all kinds of fun stuff to do. And you guys give me, and as you can see, I'm advertisement free as of right now. So I'm not in it for any kind of money. I just do it for fun. And the more positive response I get, the more I want to do this. So, thanks again, guys. Have a good one.